Some nights feel off. Not because of anything you can see, but because of what you feel deep in your gut. An itch under your skin. A voice in your head whispering, "Turn back." Jayden didn't listen to that voice. Because on the surface, it was just another night. Just another delivery. One more stop before heading home. He was tired, hungry, ready to be done. But that last order, that address in the woods, that house with the flickering porch light, it wasn't just another delivery. It was a trap. A cry for help buried in silence. A nightmare hiding in plain sight. By the time he realized it, the door had already closed behind him. This is the story of the last delivery. Jayden had done this 100 times before. Pick up the pizza, punch in the address, drive, drop off, get paid. Simple. He worked nights to pay for school. Quiet roads, fewer people, faster tips. But that night, it was different from the start. The order came in just before closing, 11:18 p.m. One large pepperoni, extra cheese. The app tagged the customer as a frequent premium tipper. $25 on a $12 pizza. Jayden grinned. Easy money. He slid behind the wheel, the warm box beside him. The smell made his stomach growl. He hadn't eaten since noon. The address blinked at him. 1442 Hollow Pines Road. He didn't recognize it, but that wasn't unusual. Most delivery drivers knew the city like a map in their head. But Hollow Pines, that was outside the city grid. Out past the old train tracks, past the last bus stop, where the pavement ends and the gravel starts. Jayden hesitated. Just a second, then shrugged. It was only 12 minutes away. The further he drove, the darker it got. Streetlights gave way to trees, cars disappeared. The rain picked up, tapping harder against the windshield. Even the GPS voice seemed quieter now. The kind of quiet that made you lower the radio just to listen. Then he saw it. Hollow Pines Road. The road narrowed, mud patches, branches arched over like clawed hands. Jayden leaned forward, squinting. Almost there, he muttered to himself. His phone buzzed. An alert. No signal. The GPS froze. He tapped it. Nothing. No bars, no Wi-Fi. He was driving blind now. And just then, through the trees, a light, dim, flickering. The house. Jayden pulled up to the house. It sat alone at the end of the gravel road, half hidden behind overgrown trees, like it was trying to disappear into the forest. A single porch light flickered weakly above the door, casting long, twitching shadows across the wooden steps. No other lights, no movement. The kind of house that made you think twice. Jayden parked, engine still running. He stared for a moment, hand resting on the warm pizza box beside him. He wasn't sure why he hesitated. Maybe it was the stillness. Maybe it was how the woods seemed to lean in closer the moment he stopped. He turned the car off. The rain slowed to a drizzle. Even the wipers seemed nervous, squeaking once more before stopping. Pizza in hand, he stepped out. The gravel crunched beneath his sneakers. Each step toward the porch echoed like it didn't want him there. The front door was slightly ajar. Not open, not closed. Just waiting. Jayden paused. "Hello?" he called out. No answer. Only the quiet creak of the porch boards under his weight. He knocked gently. Still nothing. Then, from inside, a voice. Soft. Distant. "Come in." He froze. The voice sounded like a woman. Calm. Almost sweet. But it echoed oddly, like it came from farther than it should. Like the house was deeper on the inside than it looked from the road. Jayden leaned forward, peering into the darkness beyond the doorway. His instincts screamed to turn around, but he didn't. Because in that moment something flickered across the hallway. A shape. Too fast to see. Too quiet to trust. And then the door creaked open on its own. Just a few inches. inviting him in. Jayden stepped inside. The air changed the moment he crossed the threshold. Thick, cold, still. Like the house had been holding its breath for years, and just now exhaled. The door clicked shut behind him. He turned fast, no one there. He tried the handle, locked. Not by a key, but like the house itself had decided he couldn't leave. The hallway ahead was long. Too long. More than what the outside of the house should allow. The light from the doorway faded fast, swallowed by the dark wood walls and heavy air. He moved slowly. "Pizza delivery," he called again, voice shaky. Silence. Then, thump, somewhere upstairs, followed by a dragging sound, like furniture, or something heavier. Jayden froze. He looked down, the pizza box in his hands now slightly open. Steam still rose from it, but the smell had changed. Not cheese, not pepperoni. Something sour. Rotten. He set it on a table by the stairs and stepped further in. The wallpaper was peeling. The frames on the wall had no pictures in them, only smudged, foggy glass. And every time he looked at one, he thought he saw movement behind it. Just for a second. He passed by a cracked mirror and didn't see his own reflection. Just a hallway behind him. But when he turned around, there was no hallway there. He whispered to himself, "This has to be a prank." Then, the lights flickered. A silhouette appeared at the end of the hall. Small, childlike. Jayden's breath caught. It didn't move. It just stood, facing him, still as stone. He blinked. Gone. The hallway was empty again, but now the floorboards creaked slowly, as if someone, or something, was walking toward him. One invisible step at a time. He backed away. Fast. But something had changed. The front door was gone. Not closed, not hidden. Gone. Behind him, only wall. No escape. Jayden staggered back, slamming into the wall where the front door used to be. Solid. Cold. No knob. No hinges. Just painted wood. Panic surged. He turned. The hallway had changed. No longer a straight corridor. Now it twisted left, then right, then split in two, like the house was shifting around him, warping its own insides. He ran, first right, then left, then another hallway. The same crooked mirror on every wall. No windows, no way out. The whispers began again, not one voice. Dozens, male, female, children, all whispering the same word. "Stay." He shouted back, "No." But his voice came out strange, not echoed, copied, like two other versions of him shouted at once, slightly delayed, off-pitch. He bolted through the next doorway and froze. He was back in the foyer. The same pizza box, same table, same flickering light. But something was wrong. The box was open now, empty, but a trail of sauce led across the floor, like something had dragged itself away from it. He followed it, slowly, heart racing. The trail led to the basement door, now ajar. A low, groaning hum pulsed from below, and a voice, not whispered this time, but clear, urgent, "Please and help me." He paused. Just one step from the stairs. That voice didn't sound far. It sounded inside his own head. Then, a hand reached out from the dark, pale, wet. Human, maybe. Jayden screamed, slammed the door shut, and turned, and there it was. A window, just one, where there wasn't one before. He didn't think, didn't question. He ran, charged full speed. Glass shattered around him. He hit the ground outside hard, gravel biting into his arms, wind roaring in his ears. He didn't look back, just ran. Back to his car, back to the road. The house behind him didn't creak. It didn't groan. It didn't explode into chaos. It simply disappeared, like it had never been there at all. Jayden didn't stop running until his hands gripped the steering wheel. He fumbled for his keys, shaking, eyes locked on the rearview mirror, waiting to see something, anything, come crawling out of the woods. But nothing did. Just silence and trees, and that empty space where the house had stood. He drove, didn't care where, just away. The road felt longer now, twisted, like the world itself didn't want to let him go. When he finally pulled into a gas station miles away, the attendant looked up, startled. "You all right, man?" Jayden opened his mouth, but no words came out. The only thing he could do was hand over the pizza receipt still clutched in his hand. The guy looked at it, raised an eyebrow. "There's no address on this." Jayden looked too. He was right. No number, no street, just the Hollow House, written in shaky pen at the bottom. But he didn't write that. He never saw anyone write it. He crumpled the receipt, tried to laugh it off. But something in his chest still twisted. Weeks passed. Jayden never told anyone. Not really. He quit the pizza job, moved to another city, changed his number. But some nights, when the wind blows just right and the moon hangs low, he swears he hears whispering again, from behind his apartment walls. One word, every time. Stay. So if you ever get a delivery request late at night, to a house you've never seen before, on a street that doesn't show up on any map, ask yourself, is the tip really worth it? Because some doors should never be opened. If this story chilled you even a little, hit that subscribe button. More twisted tales are on the way, and you'll want to be here when the next one arrives. Because around here, the darkness always delivers.